Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Divine Panther Presents. Today, we got Kim, and we got Stacy, and we got Chris, and we got Jamani, and we shall be discussing Godfather of Harlem on MGM Plus, for the record, with season 3, episode 1. What happened? What didn't?
Is it not Epics anymore? It's not Epics. There's no longer.
It's not Epics anymore. Everybody's a plus. MGM was like, we want the plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even though I watched it through Cox Cable, when it comes on, it says MGM Plus. It no longer says something. Yep.
Damn. That's more believable than having a bull kind of hit some convicts in the middle of a ring. Yeah. Well, sorry, go ahead. Proceed.
We are getting off track. Anyway, so what did we see? What's going on with the Bumpy and crew? Let's talk about it. Kim, what did you think of the premiere episode?
It was okay. I don't know how everybody else feels, but does anyone feel like I feel like they keep regurgitating the same storyline of Bumpy owing the mobsters money?
Yeah.
Like, why? I don't need. Can we think of something else?
It's like, the formula. It's every show got a formula, but that's
I know, but it's like, stop it already. I don't want to see that. I've seen this three times. Three times. So I'm like, give me something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a different storyline. I don't like this. And then the whole thing with Stella telling on her dad, and we've seen this too. Like, I need them to give me. Don't get me wrong. I love Forrest Whitaker. He's lost a lot of weight. He looks really good. But I just don't. I don't want to keep seeing this over and over and over again. I need something else. You know, I need not to say that I want Malcolm X to die early in the series, but I'm saying we should be getting ready for it. Like, he should be dead at the end of this season. Yeah. He should be dead, and you know, and that's it.
Yeah.
So and now, hey, sorry.
Dogs protesting. No, not Malcolm.
You want rights too.
Oh, she mad at the dog. All right, Stacy. Well, yeah, Stacy. We'll get back to Kim. Promise.
I'm not feeling new Malcolm. I think they probably should have killed him off camera if they can bring the other one back. Just my thoughts. Stella is still alive. I don't know why we need this woman. Like, she constantly keeps getting men murdered. Like, please kill her. Please.
I agree. I thought the only good thing was going to come out this episode was Stella was going to get it, and then she didn't get it. But I was like, she's going to distance. Like, if she didn't die this episode, she going to distance. Like, that season finale, that's series finale shit. She goes to show.
Really? Okay.
No.
She definitely unnecessary, but she's a story though. So yeah.
That's all I got right now. I'm stressed out.
New Malcolm did it to you like that, huh?
Malcolm is still. I'm just stressed.
All right. Kim, you all right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's my dog's face off people. Anyway, so I want them to stop that, and it's the whole Stella thing. And then Stella, like you guys just said, Stella should have died this episode. We need to get rid of her. You know, I don't, and honestly, I don't want to see Chin anymore either. I'm actually more comfortable seeing Joe Costello. I think
Columbo.
I want to see that actor. I've seen him in other stuff. He's really good. I want to see him now. I want the war to be between those two or whatever it is. And but I'm just really. I feel like when they created this series, they were going for something that they're not achieving. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's got to be a million different stories they could come up with based around this man, even if you make them up. But stop feeding us the same lines and the same story and the same. I just need it to get better. I need the writing to get better because I don't want a season 4 if this is what it's going to be all over again. And I don't care about the Malcolm. Like Malcolm is the new Malcolm. He's not as good as the previous one. The previous one looked just like him, sounded just like him. This one is kind of like he's okay, but I need him to, like I said, die already. Yeah, I mean,
Jeez.
the real Malcolm dies. Like I'm like,
Goodness.
let him go now. Yeah,
You sound like Marcus right now. Goodness.
Get your hand out of my pocket. That needs to be in the scene. I don't know if that's historic or not. I need that to happen though. When he gets murdered, I need somebody to be like, "Get your hand out of my pocket," and I'll be like, "Yes, it's about to go down."
And then I don't know why they keep making Bumpy seem like he's so righteous. Like Bump, you're selling drugs to your own people. You stole. The bank is called Liberty Bank of Harlem. So you stole from the people in Harlem to pay the mafia so that you could remain the boss? What type of shit? No, wrong. And Mamie is like, yeah, that's what you do.
Go ahead, baby. Sometimes
baby.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You got knocked down, but you're gonna get back up.
Exactly. And the thing is that the real Mamie, like I saw some documentaries about Bumpy and the real Mamie was like that. He loved her. He used to buy her all types of jewels and furs and all this stuff. But she was right behind him. Whatever he did, whether it's killing people, selling drugs to him, robbing them, she was like right there. Like, yep, that's what you needed. What? But she was a church-going woman.
Hey,
of course.
You got to pay those tithes and offerings somehow. But
yeah, we need to get rid of that story. That just the continuous repeats of storylines. Okay, I'm done. Rant over.
Facts. Chris, my friend, as you join us, what you got?
Yeah, I'm kind of getting tired of the Italian storyline myself. I mean, Bumpy Johnson, believe it or not, had a lot of other enemies, not just the Italians. And it's just, I don't know. It's just, I guess to them it's just real easy, especially for the time period, to just be like, oh, well, we do the Italians, we can throw some race shit in there, and it just makes it better. Which is another reason why they're overblowing the relationship between him and Malcolm X to begin with. Like, I'm like, okay, I get it. Take liberties, fine.
You mean he wasn't in that scene with the gun at the window?
You know what? That must have been cut off from my subscription of Vibe magazine. When he was at the window. But yeah, that's or Powell being the real ambassador of the civil rights movement, and Lyndon B. Johnson, like, I'm gonna get this dude named MLK to stand right next to me.
Martin, is that his name? Martin? Yeah, he's
Martin.
He's up and coming.
Oh, you know Martin ain't really his real
Michael.
name, right?
His real name is Michael.
He said, Martin, you and the boy that like that white girl that one time? Like, yeah. But yeah.
Martin rings.
I get it. It's just like, especially when you have that and then the modern day music, like you hear the music and you know the theme that they're trying to go for. So it's fine. It's just at times it just kind of gets dull. I don't know what to add, because it's just I just need them to find something different as far as like, yo, I want them to get a villain that's another black dude. Get another black dude, another person other than Chin, because Chin's getting on my nerves, huh?
She said they killed Method Man.
Yeah, bruh. He wasn't like no real bad guy. He was like you know what I mean? Like he wasn't the truest. You know what I mean? It was
they bring in Rick Ross.
They just like you said.
I mean, Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas was in New York.
Like, I thought,
yeah, they could do Frank Lucas for sure.
Yeah, Frank Lucas. I don't know, somebody. You know what I mean? It's just. I don't know. The whole
gangsters.
Chin.
There were
the whole Chin thing is getting on my nerves. I can understand what y'all mean when y'all were talking about the whole thing with Stella. I don't know. I mean, I like Stella's character. I'll say, as far as character goes, let's just say there's other characters I find a whole lot more annoying than her. I hate to say, you know what I mean? But like the majority of the characters in the Nation of Islam, for example. Sorry, you know what I mean? But yeah, so Marcus should have got his ass shot. You know what I mean? I get it. Malcolm's like not trying to kill another brother or whatever, but it's just I don't know. It's for a first episode of new season. It was like, man, I do like the dedication to Paul Sorvino at the end, who passed away this summer. So rest in peace to him. But yeah, overall, it's just me. Yeah.
All right, Chris. I hear you. But we got 9 more episodes to go, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's still don't worry. Stella will be there at the end, so you'll be all right. Jamani, please. What do you think of Godfather of Harlem season and the 3?
Oh, okay. I think that this season, like you see Bumpy all looking defeated and everything, and I'm like, yeah, he is. You see the age getting to him, and I'm like, yeah, we need to start getting to that opening scene of American Gangster already. Like, we need to be progressing towards that. Like, where is Frank Lucas at? When is he going to meet him? And he's going to be his right hand man to take over after he's gone. Like,
that was a lie. But that whole story, Frank Lucas made it up. That was a lie. But they could put it in the show to dramatize it. Just saying. Okay. Sorry.
It's inspired by, not based on. So
Sure.
that they can make the shit up any way they want.
Right.
I'm like Melvin Combs, Diddy's dad. He was in that fold, in between all of them. You have I forget the guy who was on the cover of was it Time magazine? Who had the knockoff thing from Frank Lucas, who owned the Apollo.
Was it Nick Barnes?
Yeah, Nikki Barnes. Yeah, you can have Nikki Barnes come in. Like, there's a lot of Black gangsters from the 60s that you can, start to bring in as you get to the later end of the decade. And I'm like, Malcolm, yeah, he needs to hurry up and go make his pilgrims to Mecca, which means he should be on his pilgrimage to Mecca, which would explain the reason why the actor who was originally playing him is not in the episodes. I'm like, there was no need to bring this new guy in. We could have easily excused that he was in Mecca for his pilgrimage, learning to love white people before he died, which would be coming up. Is it the end of this season or next season? I don't particularly know exactly what year we're in right now, because I know last season it was 64, but I don't know if we're still in 64 or are we in 65 now. As far as everything with Stella goes, I like this episode with everything that related to Stella. I just don't know what's next for her character. Like, what could you do with her now? Like,
Murder.
I'm like, is she gonna have her mom murdered now because her mom set her up? Like,
stepmom, and should be.
The stepmama should kill her in her sleep.
Do the job herself, just to be like, bitch. And then Chin murders stepmama once he finds out or some shit. But
is he gonna
I
be
think
back
she
at
should
all?
poison Stella. I think Stella should be poisoned because that bitch never offers to make dinner. I don't like women like that.
She can't cook.
She could try, and that woman could teach her how to cook. She chooses not to let that woman teach her. She's one of them little lazy bitches. She needs to learn how to cook.
Yeah, she tried to get a job. You see how that went?
Yo, I
think she don't like Italian cooking. I think if old boy's mother that she was trying to get to know last season. I think if she taught her some soul food, because when she was at the job agency, she was like, oh, I'm down to, do some domestic and, do all that with some blacks and
only if some black men around she can get close to. She'll do that.
There's always some black penises she can jerk off. I mean, I don't know why she act like. I mean, she don't. And
They'd
if
be
she's
dead
not
as
being
fuck.
murdered, she should have sucked off a dude for a job. Like that would have made me feel better. Like I would bet at least she's getting
No, they
something.
don't.
Wait,
She's like, oh, I found a new man. His
First of all, he
is-
asked for a tug, not a
He
stud.
did.
I'm just saying, she needs to show she can go the extra mile for a job. So I'm saying that would have been all right. I'm tired of Stella.
How would that have been all right?
David.
That is sexual harassment.
Stella has gotten at least 2 to 3 men murdered. Okay,
It's way more than 2 to 3.
Yeah. She's on a roll with the murders.
She got the black boyfriend murdered. She got the white husband murdered. She
what
murdered the
happened?
guy who murdered the black dude. That's 3. She just killed fucking this dude because he was mesmerized by onions or some shit. He's like, oh wow, she was cutting up onions. What am I supposed to do now? And then this bitch comes up like Equalizer and stabs this motherfucker in the back, or Colombiana, or Electric Blonde. I got an analogy for this one. Anyway, stab him in the back, and he's like, oh my god, I can't. Oh, and then she shoots him in the hand and the head. Assassin. Fuck all this.
But he tried to kill her first, so I'm saying she's defending herself.
There's no way she should have lived. Like she did.
She should have died. I'm not saying that she shouldn't have died, but I'm just saying what she did was he came there to kill her.
But expertly stabbed in the back, then shot him in the hand, shot him in the head.
Expert.
She needs.
I'm sorry. Does it take skill to stab someone in the back?
I'm like, but the fact she was like, it's just like she needs a new job as an assassin. I need her to be an hired Italian assassin who somehow works for Harlem. She actually
do you want her to work with that black chick in the UK from Gangs in London? Just her and the black, they go around.
Oh God, those two together.
She actually makes, but Stella makes more sense. Like somehow, like she got more experience. Like we've seen the street experience. Like I need her to work for Bumpy, knocking off Italian mob bosses.
Yeah, that's what I'm foreseeing for her is
to
be to work her way somehow into Bumpy's organization. Yes. Whether it's they find out that she has information on Chen. Is Chen even coming back for this season?
Yes.
So I'm like, I foresee that she's gonna be in between the two opposing sides. Like she's gonna be caught in the middle between Bumpy and Chen. I'm like,
we still in 1964. I just looked it up. The riots happened over the 15-year-old boy in between July 16th and July 22nd in 1964. So when are we gonna move past this?
that means we got another year till Malcolm is dead. Okay, so that's what I mean.
So, but the way time was again, they mixed stuff together because that didn't happen when the Civil Rights Act was passed. So like they merge events to kind of like make it something. So like because we talked about that when we reviewed the season finale. Like they take real events, but then again to make it more dramatic, they put that shit together. So they could. Malcolm should die this year because they're already prepping it. You know, with the whole like start your own church, like that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. I think they're gonna write it in a fair. I think new Malcolm and Elise are gonna get it before he gets murdered. I feel because she's about this new like revolutionary life. Wife is not. He's saying shit like Omar didn't deserve you. You deserve it. I'm like, something's gonna happen with that. Like, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm okay with that, but
I'm done with Elise too. Like her character no longer holds anything. Like she's like an extra character that really has no relevance. She's
going to be the woman behind Malcolm because wife is like you need to take care of your family, take care of yourself. And Lisa is like you need to lead the nation.
Betty's like, get a job. We broke.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
we can't pay bills and shit. So I feel like they're gonna have a love triangle going on. I mean, to kind of spice it up a little bit.
So you think he's gonna have an affair with Elise?
I think it's gonna get really close. I don't think they want to show us Malcolm.
I don't think
they're not gonna show it, but I feel like
what was the term? Emotional cheating.
Very good. You learned a new word. It's gonna be some emotional cheating. And then Betty's gonna have to whoop shit out of her. Be like, stay away from my husband, bitch. Like that's
with words. She'll beat the shit out of her with words.
Oh, my bad.
I swear to Allah.
Betty was about that life though. Stop playing.
I want her to be like, I told you, leave my husband. And like, I told you gotta watch out for the black women. They'll take your man. At least, and he tells her, at least I didn't leave you for a white woman. Like, at least I respected you enough
Is that a dig at Martin?
Oh no, I didn't think about that.
No, that's a
Martin
dig
was
towards.
Martin was getting it in.
Yeah,
Have
hey,
y'all seen that documentary when they were
no, I
talking
didn't.
about the FBI has all these tapes and stuff of him
Lies.
having sex with women in hotel rooms?
Lies.
Lies.
There's deep
Lies.
case.
No, I was
Yep,
kidding. I was kidding.
lies. Yep. Wait, who we getting to play J. Edgar? How come we ain't see him yet?
Also true.
Oh, we just saw this
Didn't they
other
show him
dude.
in the first season. I thought
Nah.
they did.
Nah,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. He would have been too major of a character for in this situation. Like he would have been investigating. He should have been the one leading the investigation into Malcolm, and he has been FBI tapped. And J. Edgar should have been in charge of that. Like they should have shown him heavily involved, and also into the federal case into the 5 families. Like he should be involved in all that shit at this point. But they're just kind of forgetting how important he was. And then to the tapes, there should be a real Martin Luther King in this series to balance out.
Well,
but
I think that'll be later, right? Well,
no, they're like because
it
he's
was
about
around
to
the
die.
same time. You're right.
Yeah, so I'm saying, but he's already there. So like they're just kind of skipping that. Who's worse, Malcolm X or Charles from BMF? Charles.
Wait, who's worse?
Yeah, in what sense? Or DeMarcus?
Oh, he's talking about
Because
the new
they're both
actor.
broke.
Oh.
Oh.
Stella next kill is her mama Olympia. I agree with that, and she can go back to Power to be the prosecutor. I miss her. Nikki Barnes didn't own the Apollo. Guy Fisher did.
Oh well, yeah, another one.
I agree, and I've said when we were doing last 2 seasons, I'm tired. I'm tired of them trying to make Bumpy a civil rights leader, like, and using racism to justify his bullshit. Like he's exploiting his own community. He robbed his own community so he can continue to exploit his own community. And somehow they keep on playing the racism thing in the background to be like,
But he had to do it because the white man cannot take over Harlem. That's for black man.
that's our job. That's right.
Yeah.
It's our job to oppress us. Don't you try to do it for us, damn it. We don't appreciate it.
But you know what I liked? I did like when the Italian guy said, "Why did y'all destroy your own neighborhood?" Because I've just been asking that question since I was a child.
And he said, "What? We don't own none of this shit."
Yeah, exactly.
But you gotta live there.
But you live there and you claim Harlem as yours, right? He always says that. So therefore, I've been asking that since I was a little kid. Like whenever I saw these things on TV, and I would wonder, like when the Rodney King stuff happened.
Remember?
I had a full discussion with my parents, like, why are we doing that? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Take your ass to Walmart, like they did during the Rodney King riot, during the George Floyd riots. I was like, take your ass to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why are you destroying your own shit in your own neighborhood? When you saw that woman walk past the fucked up library that they fucked up.
Yeah.
Also, notice, and I asked myself, are the writers doing this on purpose? Are they on purpose trying to be like, he's a piece of shit, but he thinks he's a civil rights leader? Because notice the only person that got murdered during the robbery was the black man.
By who?
Not the two white ones. It was the and I'm like, you gotta be giving us a message, because I'm seeing it. Like I like Bumpy is not the hero he thinks he is. Like, and someone needs to tell
in real life, he wasn't a hero either. Like if you know the story of Bumpy Johnson, he was in jail for like 10 years, and then he came out and he only lived for 2. But he had a massive heart attack, so he didn't do all of this stuff that they're putting in it to make it more dramatic. You know what I'm saying?
But they still paint him as the hero. Like, I mean, that he's doing his best to fight for Harlem. And I'm like, this is that bullshit. It's
this is that woman king.
Stop it, Chris. Like this. But I'm like, I see, but that's another story for another video. But I'm like, as we do this show, it just irritates, it baffles me how much they're like, he's just like Malcolm. He just does it a different way. No, he the fuck is not. Like, he's not Malcolm. Also, I think Stacey and I were talking about this series finale. Bumpy will die next to Malcolm. He will die like trying to save him from being an assassin, and they'll be like, bam, bam, and he'll be holding his friend's hand, and they're gonna be buried next to each other as the 2 men who try to protect Harlem, but now they're gone. Bet they were that it has to be. He can't die of a heart attack eating a piece of chicken. Like something better than
that. Something better than that. Bumpy is the intended target. he's in the background as Malcolm's talking, and then all of a sudden he misses, and he's like, no, that if they're gonna do that little window thing, that's how that's gonna be.
He needs to be there that night. He needs to be there, and he's the intended target. But Malcolm jumps in front of it and takes the bullet for him. Some stupid shit, or they die together. Somehow they die together as heroes of Harlem.
God.
Somehow.
That would make no sense because that never happened. And even the picture that we saw last year, that the part that Malcolm was standing there with the shotgun was true, but the other side where Bumpy was there too is a lie.
Inspired by
exactly, Kim.
Inspired by.
I'm gonna say for ratings, if I'm a ratings machine, if I'm gonna have that scene where Bumpy's on the other side of that window, I'm damn sure gonna make him the intended target. And Malcolm is in the middle of it.
Malcolm in the middle.
I'm gonna do that. I'll be that file just for ratings. I'll do.
Yes, I agree. Yes, Kim, I agree. H Street in DC was horrible for years after the riot. After Dr. King died.
I mean, we always destroy our own side. Chicago did it. I mean, Detroit did it. Detroit does it. We'll do it.
Malcolm X died in February 1965, so it's coming. It's just a matter of fact of how they stretch out time. Yeah. Because we talked about it, his pilgrimage to Mecca actually already happened. Historically that should already have happened, but they just didn't show it or get into that. So he should be on this final journey. But maybe the new Malcolm, like I said, is gone for a few episodes because nobody wants to see him anyway, and then he comes back all happy and then he gets murdered. After Elise expresses her love for him, and it's like, they're going to be like, baby, we can run off. You and me, we can start a church. I will be your backbone. For some reason, your wife ain't supporting you, but I'm going to support you. He's like,
he can have you know what? He can have another wife. He's Muslim, right?
Yes.
He's going to marry her, and they're going to be the sister wives.
Yes. And then.
Well, the real Betty was not having any of that. But okay, not the real one. So maybe.
Where's Yaz? At least
Margaret.
Well, she aged like so much from the first season to the second season. She has got to be taller than probably the sister / mother now. So I'm like, they have to probably find a new child.
I'm like, she was not mentioned or seen anywhere. Like Elise is out there trying to get with Malcolm, and Mammy, the mother / grandma, is still up there trying to encourage her husband to further fuck up Harlem. So I'm like, where is the child that I used to take care of? Like, I'm confused.
She's in the room. She's watching TV.
Remember when she went through the box and found the letter that revealed who her mama was? Like, that's a very curious little girl. So I'm like, I don't even. Also, is Congressman Powell going to get in trouble when they figure out he's the one that snitched and helped Bumpy rob the bank? Like, is that going to be a thing?
Who knows?
Because Mamie figured it out. I mean, clearly. Of course. So is she going to blame like Bumpy, or is she going to be trying to protect? Or is the Powell going to figure it out and be like, I got to take Bumpy down? So now, that jeopardizes Mamie's public career. Like, is that going to be a thing? Joe Colombo.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Like, I don't know what we doing with
this? To replace Chin.
Who's I think is filming Daredevil. I think that's why he was like, I got do
some Disney shit. Good catch. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, he was probably filming Daredevil at the time. He's like, I'll be back. Because I saw a website that gave the description for all the episodes, and his character comes back last 2 episodes. He gets out of jail episode 9, and then somehow the CIA gets involved at some fucking point. Because
they started supplying Bumpy with the DG.
They start Snowfall. Love it. I was like, what happened to the Chinese? I thought the Chinese did heroin. Like, I thought that was their thing. Like, why haven't we gotten into that?
There is a Chinatown. I mean, I don't know why Chinatown's not in, and they're not showing Chinatown.
Yeah, right. I mean, they should be like, we're fighting over the Doogie.
They also have Spanish Harlem. Spanish Harlem had their own set of kingpins or whatever you want to call them.
And
that was first season.
That was first season, and they murdered old boy from Wednesday. I can't think of his name. Who played
Wednesday?
Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
You're the one that plays the dad.
Yeah, played the dad on Wednesday. Like he was it good? It was good, right?
It was good.
It was all right. I watched the episode. I skipped to the end. I was like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I felt like I was watching.
Chris, you okay?
I'm just surprised David watched something like that.
I was like, Terry watched it, and then I was watching with her, and I was
It
like,
was good. It was.
I was like, I'm gonna skip the last 2 episodes.
David, you're
I
not the
see where
intended
this is going.
audience. Though. You saw that movie? You saw that show?
What, Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
I was like, what? Because I kept on seeing the dance on my Facebook feed, and I'm like, God damn it! And I was like, let me see the silly shit. And I was like, I watched the first 4 episodes, and I skipped to the last one. So I was like, let's just wrap this shit up. And then I was like, I get it. I felt like I was watching Hogwarts, like meets. It was very Hogwarts-ish. They were definitely going for Hogwarts, and I was like,
yeah. Oh no, there was more than Hogwarts. There was a bunch of different genres in there, and they did that on purpose.
Yeah, but my friend was like, I see
people who made
Hogwarts.
it said they did it on purpose. Yeah.
Like, how'd you not see Hogwarts? There was a British woman leading the fucking school. Like, they were doing events.
And then the outfits and stuff. It was all.
Hold
and
on.
With Batman too. There was a thing to Batman.
So British person's not allowed to run a school, or else they get linked in with Hogwarts, huh?
No, it wasn't just that. They broke up in little groups. They had like little groups and shit, just like Hogwarts.
No. It was no. He actually.
That's called a clique. That's called cliques.
No, they were like houses. There were houses. Like they had the wolves over here. Like and they were all kind of magical. It was Hogwarts inspired, bro. Like they know it works. And they threw in some little bit of horror bullshit. And then like the girl who's awkward, but then everybody loves her. Some shit. I was like, and then are you gonna come back next semester? Hogwarts. Like and students die and nobody gives a fuck. They just keep the school moving. I'm like, I've been here before. Hogwarts meets Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Sabrina was about that life though. Like that show.
I like Sabrina.
Mad murdered. But
yes.
I couldn't, when they killed a person with labor pains, I was like, I'm out. I am fuck out. Like I'm like y'all went too far. Luis Gomez.
It's what did you need it to be real? It's fantasy.
No, there's fantasy and then there's hardcore messaging. And I'm like, I get it. Like women rule the world. I get it. But labor pains, you sucked up the labor pain and then pushed it onto it. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, yeah. I'm sorry, we getting off track. So Stella needs to be pregnant. She should have been pregnant by now with the black dude's baby, right? And then she dies of labor pains. So
Ernie, now Ernie is gonna be Ernie's baby, probably.
Maybe it's Ernie's baby now, but she needs to hook up back with a black man because once you go black, as they say, like I thought she was gonna, get what happened to his mama, to the black mama. I think Jemima brought it up. She
left town, didn't she?
They never come back. They never stayed gone.
Back down south. That's what
she had a gun to her face.
None of them stayed gone. All of them had guns to their faces. All the dumbasses come back and get murdered.
But maybe she's the one smart one. She's the one smart one.
Maybe,
right?
maybe
she's much older.
She's much great grandmother, some shit. Yeah. That he was more down south. I don't know.
Well, if Stella gets pregnant, Stella lets her know she may come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I don't have time. I mean, yeah, it would be Ernie's baby at this point, but I was like, that made no damn sense. I don't know how much Shin is going to be. I thought they were going to do Rico. I was like, where's the Rico case? That's what I was waiting for.
That Rico, man. You be talking about this Rico since Sons of Anarchy, man. Ever since
they
Sons
do
of Anarchy,
it. Everything's fucking Rico. We watched Welcome to Chippendales. They got him on Rico. I was like, this don't even
for real?
sense. I was like, how is this Rico? I was like, damn it. I was like, hey, Your Honor, Rico.
That's gonna be Rico. That's gonna be Rico.
I call it.
Oh,
Rosie Perez
you might be right. Actually, you might.
If you gotta bring down the whole organization, that's Rico,
bro.
Like, it's good. Mama got paid to leave. Oh, all right. She's only smart. They all got paid.
The gangsters paid her. Remember that they paid her, and she said she was leaving. She told Stella.
Son was supposed to leave. He came back and got murdered. Old boy's girlfriend was told to leave, go down south, came back, got murdered. Like, this means nothing. Power Book 3, I give you. Leave you will be murdered.
Wait, Bumpy's right hand got told to leave, came back.
Oh, yep.
Did not get murdered.
Yep.
Girlfriend did though, but she's the
girlfriend.
Did.
Yeah.
Got murdered.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's what they do. Anyway, so
wait, can I? All right. I have a question. Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, yeah.
Whoopi
right?
Goldberg.
She's older enough to beat probably Forrest Whitaker's mother, right? I'm like, she's saying, I got my kids, right? Here go $1,000. So you and your kids, are these kids like 55 years old?
Stop. That's not what she said. She was staying with her sister and her sister's kids.
Yeah.
He said your sister, and she said, go get your own place.
It's like, yeah, she needs her own place.
Yeah, that's what he said. Sister had kids. She's an auntie. Right. She's old enough to have an auntie. That's what she said. But
and guess what? Your kids can be grown and still be
exactly the same age.
Yes.
Your kids can be grown and still be bums. Look at Catherine Jackson's kids. All right. Look at the Jacksons.
Absolutely.
Half of them still living under their mama's roof.
They all, and they're married and living underneath the mama's house.
We discussed that's like a rich people's thing, right?
Yeah, we did do that. A lot of shows do that on top of
but
not
they only live there because Michael's estate pays all the bills.
Yeah,
that's why they live there.
Yeah, because
I mean, the last time they had it, so
exactly.
No, but
but you telling me that all the stuff they did from Jackson 5, they didn't just invest their money. That's they messed up. They messed up
like Charlie on BMF.
I'm sorry. We are getting off track.
Is worth he's worth $1.7 billion right now.
Thanks to Paul McCartney, right?
On Michael Jackson's estate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how that
part of that's because of Paul McCartney and the whole Beatles thing.
Yeah.
So, and because people keep playing his songs, he gets money for that. So his mother will until she dies, she'll be just fine. And his family, his entire family.
Yeah, his kids,
everything. The only one that doesn't benefit from him.
Yeah. Stop it, David. Stop. I saw your face. Stop.
It's
when
true.
I said his kids, I saw your face. Stop.
Well, his adopted kids, they're adopted.
No.
They're adopted and still you're someone's kid.
That's not the official
that's
story.
His kid.
Though.
No,
that's not the official story though.
That's his kids. Kim.
All right.
Tito
and Marlon Jackson still going
you mean
today.
Kids like he had sex with someone?
Yeah, like he actually.
No.
Hey, David.
No, those kids are adopted.
That's his kids. Just like that's his kids. OJ didn't do it. That's his kids. Okay, that's his kids.
Hey, all these are facts.
Like Arnold and Willis.
OJ was acquitted of all
just like Arnold and Willis.
What did you say, Jemani?
I said those are his kids, just like Arnold and Willis. You know, on different strokes. How they were calling him dad and whatnot.
They acknowledged it. It's a long story. I know. It just got to be just like Tyler Perry's son, or whatever.
He has a son.
Exactly.
You didn't know about that?
Well, Tyler Perry,
for real?
that woman actually was pregnant in Tyler Perry's house with him.
Wait, I'm not trying to be trolling. I said, is he straight for real?
No, he has a son. These are not the same things. Like,
he adopted the son?
No, he had a wife that had a baby.
No, she was never his wife.
He was his girlfriend.
Excuse me, girlfriend who had a baby. Tyler, look. If Michael Jackson can have kids, Tyler Perry can have kids. I'm just saying, it's
bisexual men have kids.
It's equal.
Gay men have kids.
Gay men have kids. Let's not.
Gay men have kids.
We are getting way off track.
I don't see Tyler Perry ever like nothing. No, All right. Anyway,
go ahead, Chris. Anyway, Bumpy Johnson's not a hero. Like he's a drug dealer, and he said this episode, and maybe this is that kind of final realization. He does it for himself. He does it for his own self-esteem, so he can be a man somewhere for his own respect. He said that I don't do it for the community. I do it for me, and that's why I'm going to keep on doing it. So at least he respects that. I want the community to turn on him like his daughter did in season 1. I was like, you are killing us. Like I was on the drugs that you were dealing, and he was like, oh yeah, that's right, my bad. Like, I need that to come out before he sacrifices himself to save Malcolm, because that's gonna happen for some reason. I feel very strongly about that. Yeah. All right. Chris, anything else for Godfather of the Harlem?
I don't know. I see somebody from Bumpy's crew turning on him again, with the Italians or something like that. I feel like we're due for another betrayal. So, and just had that black dude turn into this a coon. So you know what I mean. So yeah, we're just that's
wow.
That's pretty much it.
Thank you.
Just a man turning into a coon.
Wow.
I love it. He timed it just right. Cool shades. Stacy. What you got? Final predictions, or what do you just want to happen?
I've already said it a million times. Stella needs to die.
All right.
No.
Stella gets a bullet in the back.
I need it right here.
Oh, damn. All right. So she can see it
I
coming.
like Stella.
All right. Stella dies. Got it. Giovanni, what are your thoughts, sir?
We need to progress this story along to some, to the next year, to 65. Like, winter comes soon or something like that. Like, I would be more interested if they had some like webisodes or something. Like, remember that back in the or something?
He said webisodes. I can't.
Webisodes?
if they had some, I'd be more interested in a prequel, like Malcolm Little as Red and Bumpy Johnson saving Lucky Luciano when they were in Alcatraz or something like it. I'd be more interested in that storyline, like a prequel, more so than the repetitive storyline that they keep doing every season, and we're in the same year for like the past 2.5 seasons.
All right. I mean, but both are good progression or a good backstory. At some point. What is the end game? Probably Malcolm's assassination.
And what's going on with Costello, this new character, like being to the fact that I don't think that we're gonna see Chaz Pondicherry or whatever again. So he's just gonna be the face of the mob that Bumpy's up against the whole season until Chin comes back.
Chin gets out.
Is he going to crush more bodies? Crush more bodies in cars and
That's
shit?
hilarious. That was Tyler Perry level. He was like,
Perry does it?
It was like we saw a little blood packet spitting out. I was like, Mr. Perry strikes again. I was like,
it still looked better than anything Tyler Perry does. I'm sorry, it just did.
No, you're right. You're right.
Damn.
It was like, oh boy got shot in the knees. I was like, that's real blood squibs. I don't know. I was like, y'all need to hire the Gangs of London people because they at least the first few episodes they got cheap the last couple.
What are you talking about? The Wicked City blood was legit.
Stop it.
Okay, so I contend that
Wicked City.
You're saying it's inspired by, right? So
yeah. Oh, it says
he says in this episode, I had the French Connection. He keeps saying it like it was just right there, right?
It was right there.
We're gonna get the Frank Lucas story with Bumpy Johnson. I can't wait till Vietnam War starts and he's gonna start shipping the stuff back in coffins. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
But when are we gonna get there? Like, can we get there like this season or
season
maybe next season? Can we get there? Something different. That would be fine.
Just something different.
Something different. Yeah.
Season finale. Frank Lucas is introduced.
That'll be fine.
Then
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Then like next season is going to be it, and they can be like, okay, we can work that out. So maybe.
And then with Frank Lucas comes Nikki Barnes, right? Because remember they had their little war going on, and then we need to get all these other gangsters. And I'm sure even though Spanish Harlem, we shot one of the leaders. I mean, there's a ton of new leaders that come after one gets shot. So why can't we bring that in too? And also, then we have Chinatown. Chinatown, right? So there's so many ideas. Now I will say the music is wonderful. Like what's his name? Swiss Beats. He does a great job at the songs. Really good songs.
Wasn't he behind Queens?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yes.
But
these songs are good though. No, the songs he produces for this show, I would say from the very beginning to now have been really good.
Yeah.
Kim, to your point, why isn't all the people that he killed last season from the 10 Harlems, why isn't the other people from like Detroit and the folks from Atlanta, why aren't the crews all getting revenge on dude?
All facts.
Like,
also facts. Also facts.
That's true.
They should be like coming right into New York, like just messing this shit up.
Right. They can at least show plans of it, right? Like at least like show the other people trying to make plans to come to Harlem to do whatever they're gonna do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Also, did you notice the long-nosed Italian is the same guy from Power Book 3?
Yeah. He was the one who also tried to kill a black kid. He was also a racist. He was also racist into. Yep.
With a long nose Italian.
Yeah. So when Joe Colombo comes out, there's a guy the guy who gets killed. He's on one side. Yeah. The guy on the other side.
Okay. I didn't really pay attention to him. Okay.
He's
the guy who killed Ernie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, typecasting. He was like, I can play racist Italian. I was like, got it.
How many N-words do you want in a sentence, sir?
Right. He's like, because that's true. He's like, I know that shit.
Is there gonna be a bird cage in this a bird thing in this season?
What?
From Power Book, remember he was hiding in the bird.
Oh, that's right. When he got shot. After he got shot. I got you. Dominic. Thank you. It was DeMarcus. Is that his name on Power? It must be his name on Power.
Yeah, Dominic.
I was like, again, small acting world. You're framing. I love it. All right, guys. That is the video. Thank you, everyone who joined us in the chat. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be back here next week. And every week after that. We got a lot of things going on. Next weekend we are recurring with some shows. We are adding The Last of Us at some point. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna wrap up Hush on All Black. That will be finishing on Thursday. I want to do a season review on that. I'm sure it will be hilarious. As we do that. Mayfair Witches, we're gonna do every 5 episodes. So we got that for a while. Somebody asked us to do that. That's it. So look for the content, and we will be here. Thank you for joining the channel and commenting and stuff.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everybody.
Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. And remember, he was out there getting them women, but he's still a good man. He still did a lot of things.
He was just being a man. There's nothing wrong with that.
One has nothing to do with the other. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm saying, nope. Like, he did great.
Turn it off.
Hush was trash. Sorry, nothing to be sorry about. It was trash.
Oh, Dominique, you're absolutely right.
But I gotta do it, man. Because
so was Wicked City, but
stop it.
But you know what? Do you remember that show called The Circle that was on the CW? You remember that show was about the witches?
No, I remember it existed. I mean, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, but if instead of Charmed, I would say that Wicked City is more like The Circle.
The Circle.
Yes.
I will maybe look up a couple of trailers to see what you say, like a chocolate version of The Circle.
Yes. And it was a high school. It was a high school though. Yeah.
Oh, well, see, these grown ass women, but that's interesting. But anyway, apparently Wicked City is coming back for a season 2. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, I'll be there.
Look.
What are you doing?
I'll be there.
Okay.
I'm wearing my mask. I'm making sure I'm safe. Last of Us starts in a couple hours, and I don't want to get infected by the spores.
You're so silly. We can text about tomorrow. So Kim, please watch the movie.
Yes, I'm gonna watch it, and I will text.
Let me know. If it's something you want to do, then we will adjust accordingly. Chris did bring up a good point. He feels like that it takes a while for the story to actually probably get started to really get into it. So I think we could do it in pieces. Like every 2 episodes, maybe 2 or 3. So we kind of
what does
The Last
you
of
mean
Us.
Mayfair Witches? I mean Mayfair Witches.
No, you said that for The Last of Us. I was like, I said we.
No, it doesn't take. No, I said the episode you'll get. I said the episode you'll get the backstory.
So
the first episode.
Yes, but I was like, we could maybe get a couple episodes to see how it goes. You said it takes a while for the spores to kick in and like the virus and stuff.
No, I never said that. No, you're gonna get that in the first episode. It's an hour and a half, dude. It ain't that. No,
Chris,
it ain't gonna be that. No, dude, no. Rewind it.
I will rewind because we had this very conversation. I said,
no, sir. Matter of fact, remember, I argued against doing every 2 episodes. I said, why are we doing every 2 episodes? I don't want to do every 2 episodes. You're hearing it right now, guys. Hear this. I do not want to do every 2 episodes. So it's him that's doing it. Okay, it's not me, guys.
All right. So you will do every episode. That's what you want to do,
huh?
You saying every episode.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were originally doing, and then you changed it on me, and I was like, "Oh shit, we're doing every other."
I thought it would be like House of the Dragon. We'll figure it out anyway.
This show ain't confusing like House of the Dragon, where you gotta remember names like Atreyu and shit like that. It ain't that serious. The names are Ellie and Joel. You know, like they're regular names.
Oh, Harry left. I didn't know she left. All right, yeah. So
she's sneaky.
She is, man. I was like, shit. She's driving up in the house.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go. All right, I gotta be a husband. Tomorrow we're doing Angel. So Stacey and I are doing Angel. I'm watching the first episode now. This one we're going through a whole lot of shit. But we're gonna do
but like the Buffy the Vampires.
No, it's funny you should bring that up. No, it's on BET Plus. It's also called Angel. It's about a Latino ex-woman, whatever, who's going through a whole lot of shit. Like
it's a Hispanic girl named Angel. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. Anyway, so we'll do first 3 episodes. And yeah, it's harsh. But we'll work through that. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good weeks. I'll see you later when I see you.
Bye.
Bye. Keep your mask on. What's in your mouth, Chris?